What is going on, everybody? Jake Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there on a Saturday night. Here we go. Week 8 live Q&A just for you guys. This is the show that I do for you guys, trying to help you answer as many questions as I can. Listen, I know I get a ton of comments, like 3 shy of a buttload every week, and I wish I could get to more of them, but I just can't. So I like to start doing these live shows here once a week, get as many questions as I possibly can answered for you guys. I'm going to give it just a couple minutes to let some people get in here, and then we're going to start rapid firing as many questions as we possibly can. And yep, I got my helmet. We're going to let it flow tonight. Going to have some fun, and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Everybody have a good week at work? Yeah, everybody raise your hand if you had a good week at work. If you didn't have a good week at work, hopefully you had a good week at school or something. I don't know. I just got off work. So yeah, I'm here with you guys now. Ready for it. See what we can come up with here on a Saturday night. Make sure everybody's ready for week 8. We're going to start getting into some questions here pretty soon. Like I said, I want to try to answer as many questions as I can. I got about an hour, so we're going to be going to about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 1 hour for right now. Yep, seeing some hands there. What's going on, Amir? I see you out there. Let's go ahead and start into some questions, though. Let's get going. Somebody's working right now. Tim, don't you get in trouble. Tim, I'm not responsible if you get in trouble at work. A lot of questions already. I'm seeing already Raheem, not quite a must-start Mostert, is already, making his appearance here in the chat window. And here's the thing with him. If you guys watched my start-sit video earlier in the week, you saw that it's pretty much nothing's changed. If Matt Breida sits, Raheem Mostert is somebody that I am okay with starting as a flex play. As of right now, though, there's a chance that Matt Breida plays. He's got like 16 injuries, though. So there's a chance he's not going to be able to finish, even if he does get a chance to play. If you're in a deep league and you don't want to take that chance, you may want to find a better option. Raheem Mostert, if he gets the start against one of the worst run defenses in football in the Arizona Cardinals, he could be a decent play for you guys. All right, let's see here. Mitchell Adams, what's going on, man? Another great week. Yep, same for you, same for me. Standard League, running back 2, you got Collins, Chubb, or Murray. Keep up the good work. Well, first of all, I appreciate that. So we're going Collins, Chubb, or Murray. And I know why you're asking this question. None of these guys really have an absolutely great matchup, right? I mean, you're kind of worried about all of them. The Saints defense even is improved there for Latavius Murray, even though he's starting for the injured Dalvin Cook. It's a toss-up. It really is. And it's difficult, I know. But so in this case, you got to go with who's going to get the volume. Collins, up and down. He's going to get you right around 12 to 15 touches. Chubb, he's the clear starting running back there in Cleveland. He's going to get you close to 15 to 20 touches. And the same kind of goes for Murray as long as the game script doesn't get out of control. I can see a lot of passing this week between the Saints and the Vikings. Not as much running. For that reason, I'm going with Chubb. Give me the Chubb this week. He's going to get you the touches. He's going to have the opportunities. Yes, it's a decent defense. He's going up against Pittsburgh, but to me, he's the best option, going to get the most volume. Upheaval 187. Should you trade Ertz for Kelsey? I mean, it's kind of a lateral move. There's very few tight ends out there that are worth anything. Both of them are elite. There's really only like 3 tight ends, and Gronk is almost borderline at this point because he can't stay healthy. I mean, it's 12 of one, a dozen of another. It's just kind of a toss-up. I would just hang with Ertz if I were you. He's Wentz's top target, and he's going to get a lot of volume week in and week out. Jared Cook or O.J. Howard, another duo that I've heard a lot about this week. This one's from Anna Ingvardson, and hopefully I didn't butcher your last name there, Anna. Jared Cook, I love rest of season. Now that Amari Cooper is in Dallas, Jared Cook is like all of a sudden like the youngest option. I mean, you got Jordy Nelson, you got Martavis Bryant. It's a whole lot of going on there in Oakland. Jared Cook is going to be my option. I like O.J. Howard, and he's been great so far this year, but you always have that Cameron Brate factor. So for that reason, I'm going to go Jared Cook. Salty Reefer. Okay. Would you pick up Russell Wilson now for the playoff use and even drop? I'm guessing you mean Eric Ebron. You have Njoku at tight end. Yes. I don't know why Wilson is even available. But if he is available, yes, absolutely grab him up. I said in my shows earlier this week that I expect him to start that turnaround, that second half surge. It's coming for the Seattle Seahawks. It's coming for Russell Wilson, and it's coming for Doug Baldwin. Being that you have David Njoku, who in my mind is a top 5 tight end here rest of season, I am definitely fine with that. Evan Ingram he's been injured. He's been struggling. There's a lot of other targets in that offense. By all means, I go out there and grab Russell Wilson, stash him, and he could be someone who carries you down the stretch. Absolutely. Let's see here. Well, thank you, Anna. It was a pretty darn good attempt. Well, I tried. I absolutely tried. What about, let's see, Mitch Magic or Big Ben from Will Money? Will, thanks for joining the show. I mean, I really want to say Mitch Magic. I think we kind of need to ride this until the magic ends, right? I mean, it's kind of what we did with Fitzpatrick, or Fitzmagic. And Mitch Magic is somebody who is putting up great points. Big Ben kind of has the slightly better matchup, but I'm gambling. I'm going Mitch Magic. I'm riding that wave. I know it's a gamble, though. If you want to be safe, you go Big Ben. Harley Homburger, thank you very much. I really appreciate your guys' support out there. You got Edelman or Allison for your flex in a standard league. I mean, Edelman's more of a PPR guy. However, he still has that upside. I mean, he still has that ability to go out there and put up a decent day. I don't care if it's standard or PPR. Allison coming back off an injury. You have Devontae Adams. If Randall Cobb sits, which there's a possibility that he does, Harley, then I go with Allison. If Cobb plays in any shape or form, I go Edelman there. And once again, thank you guys for your support. Brett Clark. You have AP, Josh Gordon, or Taylor Gabriel for a flex in a PPR league. Well, none of them are really PPR guys either. None of them really jump off the board as somebody as a clear choice. I know Josh Gordon's missing practice or limited in practice with his hamstring injury. AP is really not a PPR guy. Gabriel has been somebody who I've been really high on here, but he's struggled here this past week. I'm going to go with Adrian Peterson as the safest play. If you want to play it safe, you go Adrian Peterson. If you want to gamble, if you want to go for the big day, then you go Josh Gordon. But it's a risk. Like I said, he's playing Monday night. If he's limited at all, you may not have another option. I don't mind Taylor Gabriel. I just think the other two are better choices at this time. If you don't want to risk it on Monday Night Football, Taylor Gabriel's not a bad choice for you either. Let's see here. Got another one coming up. Alex Kyan. Sorry, Alex, if it's wrong. Baldwin or Cohen, half-point PPR in a must-win. First of all, Alex, every week is a must-win here in fantasy football. You can't afford to lose any of them. Baldwin is, like I just said, he's somebody that I expect to turn it around here second half of the season. However, if I have my choice at a PPR spot or at a flex spot, PPR or not right here, I always try to choose the running back. The running back to me is somebody who I have the most opportunity for touches, right? You need touches in order to score points. You got to get the touches. Cohen is a guaranteed guy to touch the ball more than Baldwin as of right now. So I'm going to go with Cohen there in a in a half-point PPR league, just as the safer option. But I do expect Baldwin to turn around here second half, and I really appreciate the support there. Paul Massey, you have Edelman or John Brown in a PPR league. First of all, thanks, Paul. PPR to me, hands down, Edelman is the safer choice there. If you have a lot of risk in your lineup, if you have a lot of guys with some bad matchups, Edelman's who you plug in there. If you got a bunch of guys with some good matchups, you have a fair amount of upside there in your lineup. John Brown is somebody who's been crazy consistent and has a high ceiling. He's just a little bit more risky this week. Just depends if you want to play it safe with Edelman or risk it with John Brown there. I really appreciate the support though. All right, let's see. What do we got next? I'm having to pause the chat here. You guys are blowing it up. Hey, make sure you do me a favor. Hit that like button for me. That's all I'm really asking for here. Hitting the like button for me, helping me out. Let's see. Chris, a British guy is winning our league. They watch football too. Sorry, Chris. Jocko Usatalo. Thank you, sir. How high am I on Mostart? Him or Jordan Howard in standard leagues? I'm only starting Mostart if Matt Breida sits. If Matt Breida plays, I'm not going to risk it. You just never know how many touches and how much volume he's going to get. If Matt Breida sits, then I go Howard. If Breida is out, then I go to Raheem Mostart. I think he's a great start against the Arizona Cardinals. Upheaval 187. Really appreciate your support. Sammy or Tyler Boyd? Tyler Boyd would be my choice here. I said last week that he's almost a must start every week, and then he goes out and has like the worst week of the season. Of course he did, right? But he's still one of the top targets in that offense. Not a whole lot of competition for targets like there is for Sammy Watkins. Tyler Boyd's going to be the safer play for me there this week, and I appreciate the support. Let's see here. Jerry Smoot, what do I think about Sony Michel rest of year? Hang on to him. Don't give up on him. He practiced here at end of the week. May not play this week, but he's going to be coming back. Make sure you stash him. Action Danny, you got Josh Gordon or T.Y. Hilton? I'm going T.Y. Hilton. He looked great last week. His yardage wasn't there, but he on the routes that he did run, he looked great. He looked explosive, able to make his cuts, had 2 touchdowns, and he's going to be Andrew Luck's top target. Give me T.Y. Hilton there, Danny, and I appreciate you. MSTG, I see you, and I appreciate you also. Let's see here. Joey Marinello, you have a half-point PPR, Ebron or Reed at tight end, Richard or Traquan Smith for the other spot. I'm going to go Jordan Reed here. I have a rule. It's kind of like, other people have always said, if Jordan Reed is healthy, he has that upside. He hasn't shown it yet, but it's coming. You go with Jordan Reed there. Jack Doyle does come back this week for the Colts. I still think Ebron is productive. He outscored Jack Doyle in the first 2 games of the season that they played together, 26-16. So Ebron still has plenty of value, even though Jack Doyle is coming back. As far as Richard or Traquan Smith, same thing as I said before. I always try to get the running backs in there at flex if I can because I know they're going to get the touches. Richard's touches are about to go way up with Amari Cooper leaving, with Marshawn Lynch out. Give me Jalen Richard there. He's the safer bet. Like his upside here going forward also. Let's see here. Tenacious Rock, you have your hand up. Thank you very much, sir. Flex Ingram or Uzama and Lockett, PPR. So flex Ingram over Uzama. Yes, I do that. Put the running back in your flex spot. And Lockett, yes. I'm going to take Ingram there. He's going to get the touches. Lockett's production I can see starting to trail off a little bit because I expect Doug Baldwin to take a step forward. Willie Cheney, hey, how you doing out there? Really appreciate your support. Also, for your running back 2 in a PPR league, you have Jordan Howard, TJ Yeldon, or Jalen Richard. I'm being bold here, Willie. I'm going Jalen Richard. TJ Yeldon's going to start splitting with Carlos Hyde, kind of go back to that pass-catching role. Jordan Howard has Tariq Cohen to worry about. As long as that's the case, Jalen Richard, somebody whose usage is almost going to double, and especially in PPR leagues, could be very, very valuable here down the stretch. Kind of similar to what's happening right now with James White. He may not be on that level, but he's going to get a huge boost in production, especially in PPR leagues, and I love his upside. James Pinion, you got Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston. I know Russell's turning around. I love Russell Wilson rest of season. This week, though, I'm going to go with Jameis Winston. He has a slightly higher upside. Just expect the turnovers, James. It's going to happen. It's like part of his game. He's going to turn the ball over. It's what he does. The good thing about Tampa Bay, though, is they throw a lot. There's really not a resemblance of a running game there. So he has that high ceiling, that high upside every single week. Decent matchup for him, and I'm going to go Jameis Winston there. Really appreciate you. Drew Gully, do I like David Johnson? I mean, he's never done anything to me personally. So, yeah, I mean, I still like David Johnson. On a serious note, though, yes, the Arizona Cardinals offense, I expect to take a small step forward. It's not going to be this total turnaround here right away in a week with a new offensive coordinator, but I do expect it to get better for them. And David Johnson is somebody who could very, 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 very much benefit from it. So let's see. Let's get some different names in there. Hang on one second for me. Everybody's throwing me food. What's up with all the food? Everybody wants to give me some food tonight? Let's see here. Andrew Coley, you have a PPR flex question. Kenny Golladay, Josh Gordon, or John Brown? To me, John Brown is the safest play there, the most consistent play there. I did have both Golladay and Gordon as sits this week, and I know that's a little bold for a lot of people. Gordon dealing with a hamstring injury in a Monday night game. If he's limited at all, it may be too late to start him. Being that you have better options, John Brown would be my number 1 choice. Kenny Golladay would be my number 2 choice as of right now. I like Kenny Golladay. I do. Nothing against him. I think we just start to see a little bit more Marvin Jones. They need to get him going here second half of the season so they can start to move that ball a little bit without just focusing on Golden Tate and Kenny Golladay. Plus, I love how Kerryon Johnson can open up the passing game going forward. Let's see here. James Dalton. You got Doug Martin or Kenyon Barner. Battle of the backups, right? These guys had no value a couple weeks ago. Now all of a sudden they're a legit question. PPR really isn't going to be either one of these guys' forte. It's really not. I really expect Jalen Richard to take a larger step forward than Doug Martin. Kenyon Barner is going to be somebody who touches the ball 10 to 12 times a game-ish, but he's not going to be somebody who you can rely on in a PPR league. However, it's the Patriots offense, and I'm going to go Kenyon Barner right there. I think he has slightly higher upside with that offense that they have in New England. Joshua Whitbank, thank you very much, my friend. We have Mark Ingram or Nick Chubb for your flex. Tough. They're both tough matchups. I'm going to stick with Chubb, though. I said a little bit earlier, Chubb is somebody who's going to go out there, and he's close. He's close to getting you 20 touches a week, and there's not very many running backs in football that can do that, right? There's like a handful of them. So if you can grab one of them and you can start them, you don't really want to take 20 touches away out of your lineup. I'm going to go with Nick Chubb right there. The PPR side of it, he's not much of an upside, but really neither is Mark Ingram. They both have running backs on their team that take away that upside. Let's see here. I'm seeing somebody say, come on, help me out. I'm guessing I need some more likes. So if you're watching, I appreciate you, but I need you to hit the like button for me. Let's see here. Mitchell McKenna. Really appreciate the support. We got wide receiver pick 3 in a PPR league. AB, Antonio Brown, Stephon Diggs, T.Y. Hilton, Tyler Boyd, or Chris Godwin. Ooh, I got to pick 3 of them. AB is a must, absolutely. And I think I'm just going to go with the big names here. I mean, I know it's kind of the easy way out for you, Mitchell, but they have the best opportunity. AB, Diggs, and T.Y. are going to be my choices. I expect a lot of throwing between Minnesota and New Orleans. T.Y., talked about him a little bit earlier. He's going to see the targets from Andrew Luck. He is going to be my choice there for your 3, Mitchell. Really appreciate you. Let's see. What is next? Let's see. Hang on one second. All right, 45 USPHK. I don't know how to pronounce it if that means something. In PPR, you have Edelman or Boyd, and you're going for the gamble, the home run. Raheem, I'm almost a must-start, Mostart, or Jalen Richard. Give me Jalen Richard. He is a gamble. I get it. I know he is. But you don't want to miss out on the gamble. I think the upside is really there for him, and you don't want to miss out on it. He's definitely somebody who is going to, like I said, he's going to gain that upside, kind of like we saw with James White. I mean, it may not be on that same level, but it's close, and I don't want to miss out on that. The home run ability is there, and you don't have to worry about Matt Breida with Mostart. So give me Jalen Richard there. All right, let's see. What do we got next? Thomas One of those. Sorry, Thomas, if I mispronounced. You're starting Connor and Gurley with either Lindsey, Martin, and the flex. Which do I like? Standard leagues. Thanks and hail to the king. Hey, I'm not the king. I'm just here to help out. You're starting Connor, yes, and Gurley with either Lindsey or Martin in the flex. 100%, no question about it. Give me Lindsey. He's got the total upside there with no Royce Freeman. Love him going forward. He's got the PPR upside, even though it's a standard league. But you got Connor and Gurley. You got a great foundation there. Lindsey's somebody who I would definitely go with next. All right, hang on one second. Going down here. John Pratt, I see you. I greatly appreciate you. Benjamin with all those exclamation marks. Chubb or Mostert? Give me Chubb. MSTG, thank you very much for the support. You got Boyd, Marvin Jones, Baldwin, Jalen Richard for your flex and PPR, and Njoku or Burton rest of year. Thanks, Jake. Like my logo? Yes, I do. I see the Zona up in there. Born and raised Arizona here, living in North Carolina, and it's pronounced Saint G. All right. Well, there you go. M Saint G. So for your flex in your PPR league, you got Boyd, Jones, Baldwin, or Richard, full point PPR. It's a gamble. If you want to gamble, you go Jalen Richard. However, I expect the Doug Baldwin turnaround to start, like I've said. I think he's a decent upside play. Tyler Boyd is a safe play. Safest bet, Tyler Boyd for you there. If you want to gamble, you go Jalen Richard. And then you hope that Doug Baldwin, this is his turnaround week, and then you can start him going forward. For your tight end, you have Njoku or Burton. Give me Njoku. Love his upside. He's a top 5 tight end rest of season. And thank you very much for the support. Let's see here. What do we have? There are so many comments, people. I am really trying to hit you. Don't worry here. Byron Patel, welcome back, Byron. I see you here almost every week. Really appreciate your support. Half point, you need a wide receiver, running back, and a flex options are Chubb, Duke Johnson, Demaryius Thomas, and Richard. I'm guessing you mean Richard Matthews. TJ Yeldon, by the way, love the content, love listening to your weekly shows, and kind of a podcast on my commute. Well, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. So for your half point, you need a wide receiver, running back, and a flex. You got Chubb, Duke. You're not going to start both of them. Chubb is going to be the running back. For the wide receiver, you have Demaryius Thomas, Rashard Matthews. I'm going Demaryius Thomas this week. Rashard Matthews, he's going to see some volume, but you got to give him some time to get adjusted there. And your flex, that's going to be between Duke and TJ Yeldon. I would not want to start Duke and Chubb on the same team. I don't start two people from the same position on the same team. So I'm going TJ Yeldon as the flex. And like I said, I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much for listening, watching, and however else you get the content. Let's see here. Kush 2121, Dalton or Mayfield? Dalton is safer. He's kind of burned some people here the past few weeks, but Mayfield has that high ceiling. If you want to go for the big day, go for the home run, you go Baker Mayfield. Let's see. What else do we got? Gronk or Njoku, please. Nico Calderon. I'm worried about Gronk. It sounds like he's going to play, but how limited he may be, we don't know. I know Njoku is good. He's a top 5 talent. They're going to have to throw a lot in Cleveland. It depends if you want to gamble. Right now, Gronk is the gamble because he's Monday night. If you want to play it safe, I have no issues. No issues at all starting David Njoku here this week. Let's see. Timothy Distel. Sorry I missed you up here. Timothy went back and checked. Really appreciate you. You have a standard flex play. Mostert, Yeldon, or Marvin Jones. Mostert will be the choice if Matt Breida sits. If Matt Breida plays in a standard league, I'm going Marvin Jones and hoping for a touchdown. He's got that upside. He just really hasn't capitalized on it yet, but he would be my choice in a standard league. Let's see. What do we have now? This may be the craziest I've ever seen the comment section, right? Anybody else seeing the comment section this crazy? It's week 8. It's going crazy. All right, Luke Times, I see you out there. Really appreciate you. Golden Tate, John Brown, Julian Edelman. You can choose 2. It's a PPR league. PPR options, the best bets you have there are Golden Tate and Julian Edelman. John Brown has been a PPR option here, but he wasn't really known for that before this year. Right now, the safest bets, if you're asking me, are Edelman and Tate. If you want to gamble a little bit, Tate and John Brown would be my gamble. Edelman is a little bit more touchdown dependent, but he sees the volume. It just depends if you want to gamble or play it safe. If it were my team, I go Edelman and Tate, Luke, and I really appreciate you out there. Let's see. I actually have a delay on this chat, and you would never know it. What would it be like if I didn't have it delayed? I haven't read this much since like elementary school. All right, what do we got next? Willie Cheney, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. You got 2 wide receivers in a PPR league. Allison, Crabtree, Watkins, Fitz, and Cobb. Cobb, he's too much of a game-time decision, so I'm crossing him off the list right away. I had to use sometimes Crabtree as a hashtag this week. Wasn't totally pumped about it, but I like his matchup. Watkins is really home run dependent, kind of hit and miss, but plays on one of the best offenses in all football. Fitz starts to make a turnaround here with the new offensive coordinator. Allison coming off an injury. You got some question marks on almost everybody here. It's a PPR league. I'm going to gamble a little bit, and I'm going to go with Michael Crabtree and Larry Fitzgerald. As hard as it is for me to say Crabtree, I think these 2 in a PPR league are your best bets going forward. They'll see the volume. Dante McCringleberry, I see your nickname, but I can't repeat it on this channel. I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. Charlie Cartenga, Jake the Snake Show is fire. Hey, appreciate it. Make sure everybody's hitting the like button, though. As much as I like fire, not like a pyromaniac type of fire, but like to be fire, you know what I mean. Hit the like button. 700 people is a lot. Is that what we got watching? 700 people? That's not enough. We need more. We need more people. John Pratt, really appreciate you. Let's see here. Allison, Snead, or Gabriel? Ebron or Graham in PPR? Okay, so for the first one, I'm guessing you need one of those 3. Allison, Snead, or Gabriel. I go Gabriel there. Snead is still hit and miss in that lineup with Crabtree and John Brown. Oh, man, that is a tough one, though. Hang on one second here. Let me pull this up. Allison coming off the injuries. I'm going to go Gabriel as the first spot there for you. I think he has the highest upside and least amount of concern. As far as Ebron or Graham go in a PPR league, I'm going to stick with Jimmy Graham this week. I think Eric Ebron is still a solid tight end. But if we're based off of your other options, you kind of have some gambling with Gabriel. I'm going to kind of go a little bit safer with Jimmy Graham there just to limit the amount of risk you're putting there in your lineup. Really appreciate you. Byron, you're back again. Thank you very much, my friend. Jalen Richards. Okay, so there wasn't Rashard Matthews earlier instead of Thomas as a flex. Yes, if Jalen Richard, as you were talking about before, he is definitely somebody that you would put there at your flex. A lot safer, in my opinion. I really like the upside of Jalen Richard. You guys need to, after this show is done, go check your league. If for some reason Jalen Richard is available and you have somebody on your bench just tying up a spot, I would really recommend going and getting Jalen Richard. He's definitely somebody that he can be a borderline league winner, especially in PPR leagues here going forward. All right. Let me scroll back up here. As soon as I get to the bottom, I got to scroll all the way back down. Jamie Reyes, thank you very much. We got Brown for AJ Green plus Allen or Brown, Adam plus Lindsey. I'm kind of confused as to what the question is. Brown for AJ Green plus Allen or Brown, Adam plus Lindsey. I don't know if you're trying to make a trade here. I'm going to say if I had to choose one side of these, I'm taking side A, but I don't know who Allen is. I don't know if it's Buck Allen. I don't know if it's Keenan Allen. It's really hard to decide, but I would take Brown, AJ, and Allen as the better option there. Hopefully that answers your question. Mac Chubb. I like Mac Chubb. Marlon Mack or Chubb. Mac missing practice here late in the week kind of worries me a little bit. His upside is a little bit higher at this point. So give me the Chubb, and I mean in a football way. Let's see what we got. Keep on scrolling. It's just like keep on rolling, except keep on scrolling. Lots of Chubb or Max. Sticking with Chubb. I still like Chubb. Joe Briss. Thank you very much. Wide receiver start in a PPR league. You got Mike Evans or Emmanuel Sanders in a flex spot. Cohen, Mixon, or Lindsey. Thank you for the content. No, Joe, thank you very much. Really appreciate your guys' support. First off, Mike Evans. You can't really sit Mike Evans. I know Emmanuel Sanders has been great this year, and I really hate to sit either one of them, but you already have awesome options for your flex spot also. So I'm going to go with Mike Evans there for your wide receiver. And in your flex, you got Cohen, Mixon, or Lindsey. I mean, I like all of them this week, but give me Joe Mixon. I think he has the opportunity for more overall volume. There's no Gio Bernard. It's going to be the Joe Mixon show again. He would be my choice there for flex. Great squad. You are stacked there, my friend. Here's a question about Carlos Hyde. Here's my take on Carlos Hyde. I'm really not on the Carlos Hyde bandwagon right now. I'm just not. We need to see how it plays out. We don't know how much they're going to split between him and TJ Yeldon this week. And then we have to worry about if Fournette actually comes back after the bye. I will be very surprised if that happens, but it's still a possibility. I'm holding off on starting Carlos Hyde at least this week until we can find out what's going on. It's just too much of a risk this week. Every week is a must-win, remember? All right, let's see what we got. I may have to slow this chat down a little bit more. I may not have slowed it enough. You guys are like a machine out there. I appreciate you. Jared Rendon, I see you, man. Really appreciate the support. Let's see. Scrolling. My finger may fall off before I get to the list. No, Alex, I'm not going to ask you about your Chubb. I'd really rather not know. Aaron Stanley, PPR, you have Mostart, Collins, Gabriel, or Galladay. All of them have some risk. If Matt Breida sits, Mostart is your guy. If Matt Breida plays, then I take a risk and I go Kenny Galladay and hope for a touchdown. Everybody else has a little bit too much risk involved. I would go Mostart and then Galladay would be my choices there. But you got to pay attention. Make sure Matt Breida sits before you start Raheem Mostert. Appreciate you. Let's see what we got here. We got about 30 minutes left. Pretty soon it's about time to make it, or let it flow, rather. I got my helmet ready. Who wants to see a little bit of let it flow? I'm going to have to get a drink here in a second, too. This is like nonstop. I appreciate it. This is why we do it, though. I kind of publicized it a little bit, right? I told you guys that I was going to be doing this earlier in the week to try to get more interaction with more people. Tons of questions. Trying to slow it down. Chris, channel's blowing up. Yes, it is, my friend Chris Kane. It is going crazy, but it's all because of you guys. I give all you guys the credit. I'm just here to enjoy it with you. This is a channel for the people. You got Cam or Wentz as your question. I'm going Wentz this week. Cam's matchup against Baltimore slightly worries me a little bit. Andrew H. You regret sitting Drake. It's all right. Traquan Smith or Crowell as your flex spot, or Breida if he plays. Love the shows. Yeah, it is not good that you sat Drake, but it happens. That's just part of fantasy football. If you're looking for upside, you go Traquan Smith. If you want to have a safe floor-ish, you go Isaiah Crowell now that Bilal Powell is gone. But I'm not excited about either one as a guarantee for you. If it were my team, Andrew, I put in Traquan Smith as long as Matt Breida sits. Really appreciate your support, though. How do you say this one? Ataraxia. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Really appreciate you. You got Kerryon, Murray, Galladay, or Baldwin in a PPR for a flex, and in what order? All right, here's how I would go. Easy for me. Number one, love Kerryon Johnson. I said it last week, and he broke out. I love Kerryon Johnson going forward. He needed the touches. That's all he really needed. He started getting the touches. Murray, Galladay, and Baldwin would be next. Next guy I put up there is Doug Baldwin. I think the turnaround comes here. Then I'm going to go Galladay and Murray. Nothing against Murray. He's got a tough matchup against the Saints' run defense. Is one of the tops in the league. I like his upside. Not as much as the other guys, though. So I'm going to go Kerryon, Baldwin, Galladay, Murray. That would be my order for you, and I greatly appreciate you. Alvaro, I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Let's see. Trying to get a little bit of everybody here. Traquan or Kittle for NorCal Chris Meister. Hey, NorCal Chris Meister. I really don't like to start tight ends in the flex. I really don't like that. So give me, yeah, like I said, I got to go Traquan there. I like George Kittle, but I can't start two tight ends. It's like against everything that I've ever stood for in my life. Let's see. Scrolling back up here. Hang with me, guys. Be patient. All right. Victor Barraza. Great show. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You got a start Wentz or Wilson. I'm going with Wentz here. I like Wilson going forward, but this week only I'm going to go Wentz right there. Also start Fitz or Gabriel at your flex. Give me Fitz. The turnaround starts in Arizona, and I like his upside. And it's a standard league, so Fitz has that touchdown upside also. Do I like fast cars? If so, what's my favorite? I mean, everybody likes fast cars. I am myself more of a truck guy. I have a truck. I like my truck. I've always driven a truck. I have nothing against cars, but I'm a little too big for most cars. I am not what you would call a small guy. I prefer the larger trucks. If you're asking what I have a Ram Rebel. I have a Ram Rebel that I drive here. All right, let's see. Salty Reefer, welcome back. Trade question. You got offered OBJ for Djax and Kerryon Johnson. Take it or pass on it. So you got offered Odell for Djax and Kerryon. Now, I do not want to lose Kerryon Johnson. However, the upside of Odell Beckham's second half of the season could be huge. So this is what I'll say. If you're stacked at running back and you have plenty of options to where Kerryon is just going to be sitting on your bench, then I make that trade. If you are reliant on Kerryon Johnson to be somebody that you need to start week in and week out, I don't do it. Odell Beckham is going to be peaks and valleys all year. It's just going to happen. But like I said, if you're solid at running back there, Salty, then yeah, that's too much upside to pass on. It just really depends on the rest of your roster. I really appreciate you. Chris, I see you, man, and I greatly appreciate that. Seriously love the content. Funny and helpful all in one. Well, hey, that's what I'm going for. Keep it coming. Here is a pizza for the kiddos. Hey, kids love pizza. All kids love pizza. My kids love pizza. Both of them. Standard League pick 2. Chubb, Mack, Ingram, or Mixon. Okay, we'll start with this first question first. The first two that I'm going to pick, number 1 is going to be Joe Mixon. Like I said, there's not too many guys out there that you can pencil in for 20 touches a week. Mixon is one of those guys, especially with Bernard out. Love Mixon. The other guy, I would say Mac, but that end of week injury report news where he missed practice altogether kind of worried me. I'm going to go Chubb. I know it's a tough matchup, but he's another guy that's going to get you 15 to 20 touches in an offense that can move the ball. I mean, he's going to get the goal line work. I'm going to go Chubb and Mixon there for that one. Also, you have Alshon or Baldwin. Alshon is your safer play this week, Chris. If you want to play it safe, it's Alshon. If you want to gamble, and we want to bank on this turnaround for Baldwin starting this week, he's a decent play, but he's more of a gamble. If it were my team, I'm gambling, and I'm going Baldwin. But just know that going in, it is a serious gamble benching Alshon Jeffrey. Trust me, I had him as a sit a couple weeks ago. It didn't quite work out for me, and I heard about it. But once again, Chris, greatly appreciate you. Kids are thanking you for the pizza. Willie Chaney, flex a tight end and PPR. So you have Allison, Gronk, Uzomah, Howard, and Watkins. So you need a flex and a tight end out of that group. I mean, obviously you're going to start Gronk if he plays. It really sounds like he's going to, but it's a gamble because it's on Monday night. But I'm gonna treat it as of right now he is playing. With that being said, out of the options you have here, I go Gronk at tight end, which, like I said, if you want to gamble, playing it safe would be Uzomah. Decent play, but doesn't have the ceiling anywhere near Gronk. For the other one, if Cobb sits, I go Allison. If Cobb plays, then I go Sammy Watkins and hope for the home run. That offense is great in Kansas City, obviously. You're going to need to watch the injury report here, Willie. You're going to have to make sure that you check this stuff first thing. Make sure you guys are on the RotoBaller channel tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be breaking down all the last-minute injuries and weather concerns, and that's where we'll be able to know for sure, Willie. But as of right now, I'm going Gronk and Allison because it looks like Cobb may sit. If Cobb plays, then I'm going Watkins for you. Really appreciate you guys out there and your support. Dude, did I see you report on the DC news this week? No, I'm nowhere near DC, and I'm not on the news. I mean, this is kind of like news, but no, it was not me. Upheaval 187, greatly appreciate you. Do I have giveaways? I'm going to have giveaways, but they're going to be something I do a little bit later in the season. I'm kind of thinking about giving away things that you guys see around the set. I'm working on opening up a P.O. box because I think it'd be a great idea. This came up from the live show last week where I can have a P.O. box set up where maybe you guys want to see something of your favorite team up on the wall here. I want to make this show as interactive as possible, right? So how else better to do that than have you guys get some of your stuff up here on the walls? Let's decorate it, with all of us. It's not just my stuff. But yeah, it's something I'm thinking about. But make sure you stay tuned. It won't happen until the end of the year. But yeah, something like that will be coming for you guys. Let's see. Scrolling back to the top. All right, Byron, you got a different league here. You need a tight end and 2 flex plays. So if you're tight end, you got Njoku, Reed, Baldwin, Tyreek Hill, Collins, Boyd, and Gabriel. Tons of great options again there, Byron. First things first, a tight end. Your first tight end, I can't go against David Njoku. I know I said that you got to start Jordan Reed when he's healthy, but I really, really love David Njoku, top 5 tight end, possibly even top 4, maybe even top 3 if Gronk can't get healthy rest of season. So I'm going Njoku for your tight end. For your 2 flex spots, that gives us Reed, Baldwin, Hill or Collins, Boyd or Gabriel. Tyreek Hill, hands down, no questions asked, he's one of them. Number two, I'm going to gamble on a little bit because you have Tyreek Hill in there. I would personally go Doug Baldwin as the second one. Tyreek Hill has that ridiculously high ceiling. He's a safe play. Baldwin has the risk, but he's also got the huge ceiling, and they can kind of help each other out. You're not taking too much risk with all these spots. Njoku is somewhat safe. Tyreek Hill is safe. Baldwin would be who I would go with there. But yeah, tons of great options again. And you, my friend, are in a lot of leagues. Let's see here. 45 USPHK. You will now be known as the Flow Master. Not like the exhaust, though, right? I mean, that's like, yeah. Now, let it flow master or something? Yeah, okay, I got it. Let's get it trending. Hey, go on Twitter. Put it out there. Let's see if we can get it trending. There's probably enough people watching to find out. In PPR, you have Edelman, Boyd, or Galladay. PPR leagues, I'm sticking Julian Edelman right there. That's what he's known for is PPR type leagues. He's going to be a safe play for you. Hopefully Josh Gordon and Gronkowski do play. because that only makes it easier for Julian Edelman going forward. He's going to be my pick there. Now, if for some reason, and this is crazy, Gronk and Josh Gordon are limited or out for any reason, you're going to be in some trouble because Edelman will then be the number one guy. Tre'Davious White will be all around him. They'll probably put Edelman in the slot, move him around more, so it may not be that big of a deal. But that's who I would choose. There's a little bit of a gamble there, but I like his potential going forward. Jack Massery, I see you out there, and I appreciate you. What else do we got? Let's get some different names in here. The Flowmaster. I'm seeing it popping up here now. Appreciate your guys' support. Really do. This is the People's channel here. I used the hashtag last year of the People's Experts. And I don't really like calling myself an expert. I don't really fall into that category. I don't care where I'm certified through different websites. I'm not trying to sound like I'm smarter and know more than anybody else. I just do a lot of research. Let's see. What else we got? Tons of options here. Brandon Frank. I see you out there, Brandon. Welcome to the live show. I see you in the comment section every week. Good to hear from you. You have David Johnson, Christian McCaffrey, Phillip Lindsay, Josh Gordon, and Kerryon. You need a running back 1 and 2 and a flex in a full point PPR league. All right, the David Johnson turnaround starts. You definitely go with him at running back 1. Running back 2, you can't really bench McCaffrey in a full point PPR league. It's like what he does. So I'm definitely going with McCaffrey there. That leaves Lindsay, Gordon, and Kerryon for your flex. Being that it's a full point PPR league, the smarter play, the safer play, Brandon, is going to be Phillip Lindsay. But if you want to gamble a little bit, I really do like Kerryon Johnson going forward. This is definitely somebody that has that huge ceiling, and he's a risk. He's not much of a PPR guy, but if you want to take a gamble, I'm fine with Kerryon Johnson. Smarter play, though, Phillip Lindsay. All right, let's see what else we got here. All these questions coming in, guys. I'm going to have a second to we got to let it flow. I haven't let it flow here in a little bit. That's going to start here in a second. Running out of time. This has already been 40 minutes. 40 minutes of fun. Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody here. All right. It doesn't look like it. Tan fam, I see you out there, buddy. I really appreciate your support. So you have a half-point PPR league. You want to flex Taylor Gabriel, Jordy Nelson, or Jordan Howard. Thank you for your help and keep up the good work. Thank you very much for the support there, Tan. For your flex play, half-point PPR. Jordy Nelson has that upside, right? Now that Amari Cooper is gone, Jordy Nelson seems to be the number one option there, and he's intriguing to me. However, I think Jordy thrived earlier in the season because he wasn't the number one option. Now that he's the number one guy, he's going to have to, deal with a little bit tougher work on the defensive side. The top DB on the opposite side is going to be shadowing Jordy Nelson. At times, they're going to have to find a way to move him around. He's not the same Jordy Nelson that he was before. Jordan Howard, already a risk because Tariq Cohen. Taylor Gabriel, huge ceiling, had one bad week. I'm not hopping off the bandwagon yet. If it's me, half-point PPR league, I'm going Taylor Gabriel there, Tan. I think he still has that high ceiling, and just because he had one bad week, I'm not hopping off the bandwagon just yet. He is going to be my choice for this week. But Jordy Nelson's somebody we need to keep an eye on. If he goes out there and looks good this week and produces with a lot more volume, he's definitely somebody that I'm interested in here going forward. Joe Camel, hey, what's going on, Joe? Welcome to the live show. Good to see you also. Just wanted to inform the people that making roster changes while intoxicated is extremely risky. Yes, it is. If anybody's setting their lineups at like 3 o'clock on a Saturday night or a Saturday morning, Sunday morning, whatever you want to say, that is a problem. Yeah, that could be an issue, Joe, 100%. Abe, Jake, I missed the shout out to the fans in Calgary. Shout out to the fans in Calgary. Love all my Canadian fans. I got fans all over the place, and that's just weird to even think about. I never thought I would have a fan. I mean, I'm just a dude that likes to talk football. Yeah, set it tomorrow, Dante. That's right. Yeah, wake up, get a clear head, and then set your lineup. All right, Lockford 23, I'm going to get you, and then we're going to let it flow for a minute here. He says, thanks for everything on the show. John Brown, Tyler Boyd, Diggs, pick 2, please. Diggs is going to be my number 1 guy. He's somebody I'm definitely going to start. The number 2, if you want to play it safe, you go Tyler Boyd. He is the safe number 2. You want to gamble a little bit and go for the big day, then you go John Brown. He's been consistent. He's just a little bit more of a gamble than Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd just had a bad week last week, but kind of similar to Taylor Gabriel. I'm not ready to jump off the bandwagon yet. So, yeah, I'm going Tyler Boyd, the safe play there. A little bit of a gamble more as John Brown. Really appreciate you guys shouting out from Maui, Hawaii. I'm worldwide, am I? Well, it's possible. I mean, the internet is everywhere. All right, it's that time. It's 10:15. I need to get a drink, and then we're going to let it flow. But before we let it flow, somebody tell me how many people are watching so I don't have to clear my screen. I don't want to start all over on the chat. Somebody tell me how many people are watching out there. It's okay. I'll wait. But I am going to get the helmet ready. The helmet will be used tonight because this is what we do. Super Kiki, I see you. Welcome, my friend. Talk to you on Twitter every once in a while. Welcome to the live show. Christian Kirk or Randall Cobb or Traquan Smith in your flex. Julio's on a bye. Yes, that hurts. Cobb, I'm not interested in really. Honestly, coming off of an injury, he may not even play. More of a game time decision. I'm crossing him off the list. Christian Kirk is somebody who's going to have a lot of upside, same like with Traquan Smith. The safer play is Christian Kirk. The high upside gamble, you want to go out there and look like a total boss in your league and end up winning, you go Traquan Smith and just hope for some of those big plays like we saw a couple weeks ago with him. It's entirely possible. Huge upside. Love Traquan Smith, but Christian Kirk is a little bit safer. 661 people with 315 likes. 315 likes with 600 people watching. I need a couple more likes, people. Help me up. Help me. I'm going to turn the sign on here in a minute, but 300 likes? I got 25,000 subscribers and I get 300 likes? Come on, everybody. I need a little bit of help. Don't make me show the chub here on live internet TV or whatever you want to call it. Jeffrey or Edelman. Logan. If it's PPR, I go Edelman. If it's standard, I go Jeffrey. 6,665 people are watching me. Really? No way. Somebody's lying. I have to check. That can't be right. 663. You had an extra digit in there and you got me excited. How dare you get me excited? All right. We're letting it flow because we're running out of time. I only got 13 minutes left. All right. I'm going in. Going in hot. Dave-O. Hey. You got Will Fuller injured with the best pickup. Wait, hang on a second. What did that say? Will Fuller injured. What's the best pickup? Devontae Parker, Cortland Sutton, or Traquan Smith? Traquan Smith. Absolutely, Dave. Go grab Traquan Smith and grab him now. Stuart Numani, Cam Newton, or Mitch Magic? Give me Mitch Magic this week. I don't like Cam's matchup with the Baltimore Ravens, and we're going to ride that magic till it pretty much runs out. All right, here we go. I'm not even setting a timer. I'm going to go till I just about pass out. Once my vision gets blurry, that's when I'm going to stop. Okay? All right, here we go. 3, sign on. 2, Jamie Reyes, thank you very much. Mark Ingram or Raheem Mostart? Give me Mark Ingram. But if Matt Breida is out, if he's ruled out, then give me Mostart. All right, here we go. Letting it flow now. Get those questions in. I'm going to try to read them as fast as I possibly can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Breeze or Goff? I'm not off of Breeze yet. Goff is a little bit safer, even though he's disappointed. However, give me Breeze this week. They're going to throw a ton. Wilson or Mayfield? Mayfield is the high upside play, and he would be my choice for this week. Trubisky or Stafford? Give me Trubisky. Like I said, let's ride the magic until it runs out. Brian Lawson, thank you. Doyle, Uzama, or Ingram? I'm not touching Doyle. I'm not touching Ingram. Give me Tyler Uzier this week. Trubisky or Breeze? I can't pass up on Breeze. There's going to be a ton of offense in that game. Tyreek Hill or Kareem Hunt in a FanDuel half-point PPR? Give me Kareem Hunt. He's going to touch the ball 20 times a game, and I like those touches. Newton or Dalton? I really don't like Cam Newton this week. Andy Dalton should be the safer play. 660, I'm guessing that's people watching. We need more. Hit the like button. Alshon or T.Y.? Give me T.Y. Lindsey or Sanders? Oh, man, give me Lindsey. I think he's close to 18 to 20 touches this week with no Royce Freeman. Jeffrey or Kamara? Hands down Kamara every single week. Put him in there, forget about him, and start him whenever. Njoku or Graham? Give me Njoku. Top 5 tight end rest of season. Gronk or Herndon? Man, that is a heck of a swing. I mean, Herndon, I love this week. I love his upside this week. And if you don't want to gamble on Gronk, he's a great start. Luck or Goff? Give me Luck. Winston or Mitch? Give me Winston by a small hair. Mack or McCaffrey? Give me McCaffrey. Shepard or Baldwin? I'm going Baldwin. The turnaround starts this week. Chris Kane says hit the like button. Listen to the dude. He seems like a nice guy. Big Ben or Winston? I'm going with Big Ben this week. Traquan or Allison? Give me Traquan. It really depends if Cobb starts, whether Allison has value or not. Drop Yeldon for Jalen Richard? It really depends. If you have solid top running backs, then yes. And it's got to be a PPR leagues. The 49ers or Arizona? I'm from Arizona. I don't want to pick against them, but they're not that good. Give me the 49ers. Kingsman Redemir, I think. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce that. Chubb or Mack? I'm going to say it again. Give me the Chubb. I'm worried about the late week injury there to Marlon Mack. Watkins or Nelson? I'm going Watkins. I want part of that offense more than I want part of the Raiders offense. Reed or O.J. Howard? I'm going Jordan Reed. That ceiling is ridiculous, and there's always the Cameron Brate factor. Howard or Carson? I just threw up in my mouth, Gav. I really don't want to choose either, but if I had to, I go Carson. Mack or Kerryon Johnson? Give me Kerryon. Somebody's laughing out there. I'm laughing too. You just can't see it because I have a child-size helmet on my head. Barber or Fitz? I'm guessing it's a flex, and I'm going to go Fitz. I don't want anything to do with the running backs in Tampa Bay. Traquan or Funchess? Rest of season? Never Funchess. I just can't break it. Mack or Cooks? Give me Cooks. I just don't know about that injury with Marlon Mack. Woods or Sanders? That is a tough one, Carlos. Can you start both of them? If not, go Robert Woods and cross your fingers. Deontay Trubisky or Roethlisberger? I really like Mitch Trubisky, but I think Big Ben is the safer play if you don't want to gamble. Starting to get blurry vision here, people. Let's see here. Dede or Crowell? I'm going Crowell there. That Jacksonville offense is a little eh. Baldwin or Richard for Wendy's McNuggets? Those sound delicious, by the way. However, I'm going to go with Richard here as long as that's a PPR league. Hit the like button, somebody says. Make sure you listen to that person. They sound smart. Carson or Gabriel? Give me Gabriel. Richard or Carson? Give me Richard. Collins or Carson? Give me Carson. Hashtag never Funches, Joe. I see you. Thanks for playing along. Hit the like button. Nathan is getting pissed. Hit the like button because Nathan said so. Crabtree or Funches? No, Abe. They're both hashtags, but this week we got to go sometimes Funches. Alshon or Chubb? I would personally rather have... I can't say I'd rather have Chubb because that'd be weird. Give me Alshon. Winston or Kirk? I'm guessing you mean Cousins. In that case, I'm going Kirk Cousins. I like that matchup against New Orleans. Hit the like. Supa Kiki's now saying hit the like. Aaron Jones or AP? Give me AP this week. Fitzgerald or Mostart? Give me Fitz. I really like him turning around here going forward. Hulk smash the like button now. Emmanuel Sanders or T.Y.? I like T.Y. for the touchdown upside. However, everything else, they're pretty similar. Murray or Josh Gordon? Give me Murray. Hines or Gabriel? Give me Gabriel. 443 likes. We're moving our way up to the top, and my right eye has now gone completely blurry. Chicken or steak? I like both if that's an option. If not, give me steak. Barner or Martin? Give me Barner. Allison or Kirk? Give me Kirk. Baldwin or Jones in a PPR flex? Give me Baldwin. Wentz or Wilson? Give me Wentz this week only. A lot of people are laughing. Great. Give you that helmet? I don't know if you want the helmet. It's way too small. Chubb or Hilton? If it's PPR, give me Hilton. Galladay or Allison? Give me Galladay. Mack or Traquan? Give me Traquan just because I don't know about that injury yet with Mack. Stash Dez? No, I'm not stashing him. Even if he signs somewhere, it's going to take him a couple weeks to get there. We have 6 minutes till this live stream is over. Can we do this as long as my left eye can stay not blurry? O.J. Howard or Greg Olsen? I got Greg Olsen slightly higher this week. McCoy or Brown in the flex? I don't know which Brown you mean, but I'm not starting McCoy, so give me Brown. Hopefully it's not Antonio Brown because he shouldn't be your flex. If it's John Brown, it's a great option. Robert Woods or Jeffrey? I like Woods better. Goodwin or Gabriel? I'm going Gabriel there still. Stash Sutton? Yes, if you have room on your bench, stash Cortland Sutton. He has huge upside. You got Jack Mother and Doyle, Jared Cook, or who's your mama? Give me Jared Cook now, going forward. Should you drop Calvin Ridley for Jordy? No, I would not. I'd hang on to Calvin Ridley. Barber or Cousins? I want nothing, or Collins, excuse me. I want nothing to do with the Tampa Bay running game. Give me Collins. Holy Lord, this thing is flying fast. What do you do with Larry Legend, Ben Lewis? You stash him on your bench. You hold on to him because you're going to start, starting him almost every week here in the next couple weeks. Mixon or Carry-On? Both, Eric. Find a way to get both of them in there. If you can't, you just go Mixon. Ebron or Njoku? Give me Njoku. Mahomes or Breeze? Give me Mahomes every single week. Should you stash Fournette? Yes, pick him up. Hold him on your bench. Don't drop anybody of value, though. The fantasy footballers or Matthew Berry? I've met all of them. They're all great guys. I've shooken all of their hands. I can't just choose because I'm trying to be one of them. I don't want to upset anybody. But I owe a lot to the fantasy footballers, so I'm going to choose them. Chubb or Cohen in standard for Dylan Wilson. Thank you very much. Really love the content. I'm going Chubb. Actually, you didn't say if it was a PPR or not. If this is a PPR league, I go Cohen. If it's standard, give me the Chubb. All right. I've lost all vision. I've lost it all. Whew. I really got to get an adult size helmet. Ugh. Who enjoyed Let It Flow? That was a long Let It Flow. I didn't even keep a timer, but that may be a new record. Maybe a new record. All right, hey, listen. We have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. And I know there were an absolute ton. Probably like 3 short of a bajillion. And a bajillion is a lot. That's how many questions I probably just got here tonight. And obviously, I can't get to all of them. So I got something planned here to try to help you guys out a little bit. I see you there. Jaimazes 45. You have Collins or Richard in standard. I'm going Richard there. The upside is just too high, even though it's standard. Collins is just a little bit more of a gamble. Really appreciate you though. So I kind of worked something out. The RotoBaller channel, which you guys probably see me on, a lot of you do. If you haven't subscribed there, make sure you go and do that. Kyle, my co-host on the Roto Revolution and our Sunday Game Day live shows, he's going to be going live on the RotoBaller channel here in about 3 to 5 minutes, and he's going to pick right up where I left off. He's going to try to answer as many questions in an hour also. Like I said, we know there's a ton of stuff out there. We know that there's a tons of questions, and I'm sorry. I wish I could read all of them and get back to every single one of you. I just can't read that good, I guess. Or that fast, or whatever you want to say. Abe, I got no more flow, man. That was like all of it. I can barely breathe, Abe. My eyesight's just now starting to not be blurry. Kirk Alexander Perez, I appreciate you. You got Chubb, Collins, or Howard in a PPR pick 2 to start. I'm going Chubb and Collins there. I just don't believe quite yet in Jordan Howard. He would be my choice out of those. I appreciate you. The helmet's going to go on the cabinet, Mikey. It's just, I can't reach it right this second. I don't even feel like moving. Yeah, but like I said, Kyle's going to be over on the RotoBaller channel, so if I couldn't get to you, I greatly apologize. I really try to get as many of these names out there so people who are watching can get some information on their guys. But if I didn't get to you, or I missed you, or you still want to find out more information, head over there to the RotoBaller channel. As soon as I stop this stream, Kyle's going to pick it up over there and try to help you guys out as much as possible. I'm probably going to go watch that live stream also, so I can make fun of him in the comment section. He did it to me about a week ago, so payback, Kyle. Here it comes. If there was a way for me to put inappropriate pictures in a chat message, I totally would do that when Kyle was talking, but I can't. But anyway, before I sign off here, I really appreciate you guys once again. Like I said, this is a channel for you guys. This is a channel where, yes, I may be the one behind the microphone, but this channel represents everybody out there on YouTube who is watching. I am here for you guys. I listen to you. Even though I can't get back to every single comment, I do see them. I really wish I had time to answer every single one of them personally. But listen, this, like I said, this is something for you guys. This is something that we can build on and we can continue to grow. I'm trying to get that P.O. box set up. I want you guys to start seeing some of your stuff up here on the wall. We're making this more interactive every single week. I'm trying to get more and more interactive for you guys. but I greatly appreciate you more than you guys will ever know. I mean, this is an absolute blessing to me. I am grateful for you guys, and I don't take it for granted one bit. Kamar Mood, I see you there. Really appreciate you. Rest of the season. Hyde, Ito, Barner, Ronald Jones, or Cannon. Right now, I'd have to say Hyde, but it's really up in the air. We just don't know what's going to happen with Fournette. If Fournette sits, he's the definite guy. But hey, really appreciate you guys. Like I said, once again, make sure you get ready. RotoBaller is coming up here in about a minute. If you need something, go hit up Kyle, and I will look for you guys tomorrow on the on the Game Day live show over there on RotoBaller. Looking forward to it. Got all your last minute updates. I'll be live on RotoBaller tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. I got you covered up until kickoff. I'll make sure you guys have whatever you need here going forward. Like I said, really appreciate you guys. Thank you once again. It's been a great Saturday night. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.